How you going, guys? I'm Lee, Jake, and Cam, and we're bogans on a budget. And today we're putting airbags in the back of Jake's wagon. So I'm actually going to let Jake talk about this one because it's his car. If he can get the tailgate open.
So what we have here, guys, donation from Lee and Cameron here, is a rear bag set up for my car. And I'm not sure how it goes together. This is my first kit, so I'm going to have to rely on them guys. They've done a kit in their cars each. So
I've done 2 kits, so...
Well,
3 all up.
3 all up. This is a learning experience for me and for all you guys out there that don't know how to do it. I actually googled and YouTubed a lot last night trying to find videos of how to do this on YouTube, and there is literally nothing.
There is none at all, guys. That's why we're doing this tutorial today.
The only Commodore bag installs is all not slip-ins. They're the bolt-in style, and they're all the electric solenoid control, not actual switches.
So they're eye candy showing
all
they're already done, and how we've got everything set up in the boot, and the car goes like this and that, and this is how we did it. And they're like really quick flashes and shit, and that's it.
Very short videos. And because I'm not one for cutting up a good car, because at the end of the day, if I did get a defect, it's not really something that's going to pass recency without having to re-weld in bump stops, replace rear lower control arms, and it just becomes a lot more work.
Which is what I've just gone through with Mrs. SV8. I just had to pull the airbags out of that because it got recency defected for too low.
Really, the only benefit with a bolting kit is, yes, you can go a little bit lower, but you're sacrificing
structural integrity.
Yeah, and not being able to go through recency and like that.
You'll have to weld the bump stops back in, and then you'll have to have it engineered.
These ones, just a simple, same as pulling your spring in and out. You pull these out, put a spring back in, away you go.
So guys, this is a low kit. This isn't a super low or a super low. So the difference between a low and a super low is that you've got 2 bubbles. Right, so when the bubbles compress, that's how low your car will go. It won't go any lower than that. With a single, it actually sits in the middle and it goes a lot lower, but it's a bigger bubble. Alright, so this is a low kit. So what this does is it actually replaces your independent rear spring.
And also, guys, the good thing with this is that I do plan on towing with a car trailer as well. So
one that's already built.
You've seen in a couple of the last videos, the update videos, that we have a couple of Bogans tow vehicles. So Lee got his new car, Cameron's actually got rid of the Pajero.
But I've got the SV8, which is getting off defect. So
that's because I got the Toronto, so we've got a 4-wheel drive
if and
tow
when
vehicle.
Lee isn't available to use his car, this is going to be the backup tow car. I've also got a project drift car.
When we do the trans,
which I'm going to need to be able to tow with, so that's the other bonus to these as opposed to just lowered springs, is that, I can pump them up a bit and it's not going to be sapped on its ass while towing a car on the trailer. So there you have it, guys. Easier, a lot safer.
fellow fan drives past.
better option altogether, really. So I'm going to go to Lee here, and he's going to tell us where to go from here.
Alright guys, here's one we prepared earlier. So these are the tops, and as you can see they've actually been dimpled out to fit your bump stops. So your bump stops, guys, will actually fit in here, top and bottom. Alright, so your bump stops are in the bottom and the top. So what you do is you don't do these up at all tight yet. These are actually already configured for the VZ.
So yeah, they're the ones that come out of Lucifer?
These came out of Lucy, so these will go straight back in and they're all positioned perfectly already anyway, so we might actually use these as reference because I'm pretty sure they're all the same, but they might not be. So what you do is you put them in loose. Alright, so you put your screws in and they're all Allen. Make sure you do them up equally, equal pressure, don't do one side up and then another because you'll actually end up stripping the screws or breaking
And
them.
then once they are positioned, make sure you take one screw at a time and put Loctite on.
Yeah, they have to be Loctited. So see guys? Alright, so they're practically just empty tubes with rubber seals. And so when they squash together, they actually form an airtight seal. Alright.
One thing I will note, I really found one YouTube video from Boss Suspension themselves about bolting the top and bottom plates onto the bag itself, and they make a very good point. When putting the bolts in, do it like you do your wheel nuts. So, you know, say for instance you start on this one, cross, 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 cross and cross, and that way you're getting an even tension at all points.
Oh, that's me.
And you go just bit by bit. He says at the start go finger tight with all of them and then start the cross pattern, and eventually you'll come to the desired tension. And yeah, so just a key thing to note.
Do not use a torque gun or a rattle gun to do these up. These are done hand tight only. So maybe about 10 foot-pound of pressure. That's it. Right. So when you've got to hold that up nice and tight, like this one, you'll actually see that they actually recess. Alright, so if you've gone further than that and you've stripped them out, because they're very easy to strip out because they're actually, you can see one here, they're actually Allen key bolts and Allen key heads. Alright, so we'll stop milking the lily. And what you get in the kit, guys, through Boss Suspension, airbag kit, you get all your bolts, you get all your bleed valves. That's the valve there to actually pump your bags up from like a service station or something like that. Even if you've got a compressor in the back of your car, you can deflate it. You don't have to have a tank, and then you can just bring your bags up however you want, nilly-dilly. So I didn't actually get one of them in my kit.
Neither did I.
So this is a pipe cutter, and these have to be absolutely flat flush or they won't seal. So you got a pipe cutter, you bastard.
Yeah, Cameron's really well.
So it comes with an air compressor from Boss. Right, you get ones from Viair as well, and Slam It and Air Ride. This one here is big enough to do what we need to do today. A lot of people run dual or even quad. Depends what size tank you've got. It's pretty straightforward. You've got a positive and a negative lead. And then you've got the air inlet and outlet. This is from Lucy.
So I've let Jake use this for the time being.
So this is an air tank. So we're actually going to put an air tank in today. I didn't think we were. And a air regulator. Or air pressure regulator.
I did this for the fact I didn't have a pressure switch. So this is set up so I can see how much air is actually in the tank at all times.
Alright.
So we could actually hook up a gauge to this and run it to inside the car.
Alright, so what else do we have? We've got the air filters. Comes with the black RTV silicone. You've got all your mounting screws and bolts. And then there's your air filter, which is connected. That's a horn, that's a port. And then there's all your wiring,
Your lines.
the plates, and I think it's got a gauge, and that will actually open it for you. Should be on there somewhere. Good thing about Boss as well,
They give you
guys,
good instructions.
yeah, the instructions is absolutely just outstanding.
So this is just the basic instruction kit of once you've running all your lines and all that.
Also it says in the warranty, if this is not fitted by, you know, specified blah blah blah, your warranty is void. yada yada yada, but I don't see how that is considering it's a bolt-in kit for do-it-yourself. But anyway, but it's just legal stuff. Oh yeah, guys, I've had a shave today. If anyone hasn't noticed, I look about 19 again. So it practically straightforward, tells you where everything goes, where it goes to, all your wiring, your ground, your battery, all your switches, your test panel and your gauge. So it comes with a gauge, comes with a test plate. You've got little buttons. I've actually got paddle shift buttons for this, and I think they're in the VZ.
So I can donate mine to Jakey for now.
So I might have to go get them later on. Might do that in a part 2 video. And there's my phone saying 3 o'clock. Time to pick up the kids from school. Alright guys, so that's what you get in the kit. Nice 52mm Boss airbag gauge.
I think Jakey's got his eyes on my other gauge.
Jake's got his eyes on everything. So it practically just sits in there. You can mount that to your dash or bend it or hide it or do what you want really. I've got mine situated in my VZ in the actual pod gauge in the top on top of the console.
Where I got mine as well, but
I'm yet to get a gauge holder, so for now it'll probably just go in my centre console.
Yeah, if anyone's got a gauge holder, just even the plastic, you know, hit us up, man. We'll have a bit of a chat to you and we'll see if we can grab it off you.
Well, I do have one you can use for time being if you want to use it. But that's up to you.
So the good thing about Boss suspension as well is they give you plenty.
But I think we're gonna. I got some black one that Jake would like to use on the inside of the car.
Yeah, I think that this one should be fine. I think it's the other one because it was so cold when we did it. It was just not pliable. But this one here is actually. I might have to steal this one. Alright, so with further ado, let's get to it. So what we have to do first, guys, we have to take the wheels off.
I'll just show you another little sneaky thing. Me and Lee went for a trip down south last night and scored me a little bit of a beauty.
Oh, you got your grip?
Unpainted yet, so it's still to be painted, but I picked up a genuine HDT letterbox grille to suit the VYSS. As you can see, I've also got the SS front bar on.
It's got no letters in it yet though.
Sorry?
It's got no letters in it yet though. So come on guys, where's the fan mail? You know?
Yeah, we'll use that for the fan mail.
letterbox.
So I don't know if they showed you the other day, but I also finally put the SS front bar on. Yes, it's not buddy colour yet, but I got sick of waiting to see it on there, so
Black's the new silver.
once the bar and the grille's body colour, I also managed to get hold of some side skirts, SS side skirts as well, which are also black. That will eventually go body colour as well, but once again just got impatient waiting. So,
Which one?
For the wheels.
Back driver's floor. So, as Lee said, without further ado, we'll start ripping into it and getting these wheels off, eh? So, as well as doing the rear airbags, we're also going to be changing my front struts for some donations from Cam.
Because I wanted to raise the front of my car.
He's changed the suspension in the front of his WK Caprice. It was a bit too low for him. He wanted to raise it up a little bit, and I actually wanted to go a bit lower. So fingers crossed, these ones will go lower than where I'm at. But I suppose we'll find out when we get them in there. So off we go, guys.
Tell Jake done that, but I put the fucking handbrake on over him. Fucking hell.
I'm gonna say, I'm not actually looking one.
You've got a dent in the car.
Okay.
No, they usually just tap out. Alright. How tight you do these, Jack?
Fucking hell, gun.
No way.
That fucker won't undo.
Yeah, it's like I said. You tell Jake did them up.
Yeah, they were going over here. Make sure that one was still. So this is what happens when Jakey does wheel hubs up tight.
Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to break the top. Almost like that. Fucking hell, Jake, that's ridiculous.
Jake's like the Hulk.
Oh, that's what she said. Making you work today, you bastard. What? Everyone get that? Fuck. Yeah. Tip of the day, guys. Don't think you can't stop that fucking tight. What did you do? Put a fucking hot tight on, okay?
I have to make sure no one's still on his wheels.
No shit. That's what happens when you get hit by a car, guys. You can't squat for the rest of your life, so. Oh well. Why are we undoing the front?
Because he's doing front struts too.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, why are you fucking undoing the front? The most time-consuming part of this, guys and gals, is running the wiring. The rest of the job is pretty straightforward and easy and quick. Doesn't matter if they fall and scratch, they're not mine anymore. Bit of a Jake. I'm not going to do that to him. So put your nuts back on, guys, so you don't lose them. Fuck, man, it's real cold now, eh? There you go, guys, that's how you fuck springs off. Oh, your bump stops your fault.
Huh?
Your bump stops snap. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need them anyway.
Maybe.
They say not to put them in there.
No. Yeah, don't put these in there, guys. So they come out.
You don't need them when you put the bags in.
Keep your springs just in case you have missed the plod come along.
Like I
Alright,
did.
so if Cameron wants to come over here,
See, I did give Jake the option we could cheat and just put the already bolted bags in.
that'd be easier.
No.
No. Of course not. Oh, nice. Alright, so make sure that your line, guys, is at the top. So what we do, that's it. Alright, cut the video, that's it. No. So, everyone see that? So that's locked in there now, right? Because it's sitting on the bump stop, and the bump stop sits in the divot. And when the divot sits in, Don't worry about being close to the CV or the trailing, or what do you fucking want to call it, drive shaft.
Because you got to get it in the right spot anyway.
Yeah, because when all this goes back up, it'll clear it like miles. It's only because we've jacked it from the jack. Jacked it from the diff. Yeah, I've only just woke up. Alright, so when the body goes down, you want to make sure that you position like that.
And it doesn't hurt to put a bit of air in there neither.
Yeah, put a little bit of air in them. Obviously this one's got no valve in it at the moment, and the valve's at the back, see? So the valve's at the back, and these are push valves, guys. So what you do is you push your hose in, it has to be flat. So use the cutter, flat as, and then pull really tight and real quick. If it doesn't come out, then it's sealed properly, and then you're good to go. So we need to put them in like that. Alright, and then we position, and then we slowly lower the car down onto them while we jack it up. Make sure that they're in line with it, and then we can run the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, because this is a perfect fit. We're going to use this as a
reference
to
build Jakes.
build the other ones, because he doesn't want to do the already done ones. Plus you guys could see.
We can't teach people how to bolt them together.
True.
We use already done ones, can we?
Alright, so it comes with all your connections, your T sections, and your push buttons as well. Push buttons are alright, but I find that they don't air out quick enough. Well, my teeth are good. Alright, so drop it up. So the tools you need for this, guys, are a rattle gun to get your wheels off, or you can use a wheel brace. Practically Phillips head screwdrivers, just a screwdriver kit, maybe some spanners. Depends if you want to take your back seats out, pull your carpet up, stuff like that. Usually a socket set, a spanner set, Phillips head screwdriver, flathead screwdriver,
And an Allen key.
Allen key.
Which I'm pretty sure Allen key is supplied, isn't it?
I think not.
We had the...
But hey, they've supplied everything else, man, so can't complain. So we're going to use this one as a reference, guys. It doesn't matter what way the bag goes at all.
Cam.
So yep, alright, everyone's got that, cool. So these are all the same. Alright, you've got a bottom plate and then you've got a top plate. If you've got two top plates, then send it back because you got the wrong shit. So bottom plate and the top plate. Alright, I usually like to do the top plate first because it positions my tap. And you've got screw holes that line up perfectly. Alright, so what we do, we line them up like that, find out where these ones go. Alright, so turn it upside down, so that bit there goes inside the bag. Alright, don't be mistaken and do what we did the first time and put it up like that, because it won't work. So it goes inside the bag. Then we position the tap to where we want it. We use this one as a reference. Like that. Alright. So this is a bit fiddly, this bit, guys. You can grab an Allen key, mate. I think it's a size 5. Alright, we're not going to do these up at the moment, guys. What we're going to do is
Get them in the right spot.
just make sure that they're all in the right spot. I'm not even going to go on this one because these V-wires, VZs might be different. I don't think they are, but they might be.
They shouldn't be different because they're all the same kit.
Yeah, it's usually a VY, VZ kit. They're a bit of a bugger to get in place. Don't be discouraged to pull it around and, you know, and try and center it. It's all rubber anyway, so you're not going to break it.
So they say these bags are for VT to VZ. I'm actually going to try the ones I have at the moment in the back of my VR Stato.
As long as it's independent rear, it should fit.
So, because my VR Stato is independent rear, I'm going to slid them in there and see what happens. If they work in that, I'm buying another kit.
Yeah, I was going to the ratchet. Just using the Allen key. No, we'll show everyone to do it like this. It's a lot easier. A lot of people don't have that kit, so what we do, tighten one down, turn it around, tighten it down again, and we only need about 2 in here, guys, at the moment. So all we want to do is just hold it. Make sure you grab a backing plate, don't put 2 top plates on. Okay, so we turn this upside down as well. We put the tap around pretty much the same way, and then we want to position that one there, which is them 2 there. It should be like that.
So first time round when I built these bags, I messed up. I had to go through and fiddle around with it. When we did Lee's and my Cub Sport, we actually knew what we were doing. So
this is why I'm doing this now, guys, because we've actually already failed once. Not so much failed, but
we learned from our mistake.
Yeah, we put it all together, put it in, and we're like, why isn't it fitting? And then we worked out that. Okay, so we just put 2 in, guys, and we'll come around here. Obviously not airtight yet. Let's try and snap my knee off. Alright, so this is the test fit. Oh, that looks aces to me, mate. What do you reckon? Even if you need to turn it, guys, you can actually turn the whole ring around, or back or front. But that's going to clear, the tap's fine. So it's going to sit up in like that. And you tap.
Is that how yours is?
Yep.
I'm only asking because on the Boss thing, he had it on the tap thing on the outside.
My valve sits on the outside. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but you could actually get caught on stuff. I've got it on the inside. I prefer it on the inside, but you can put it on the outside, inside. You could have it there if you want, guys.
I have one so it doesn't touch the CV.
Alright, so we'll do that one, Jakes. Alright, so you should be able to just, if you haven't done it up too tight.
Can I actually be a weirdo that OCD can't have it so the Boss symbol faces out?
Of course you can. And you are, you fucker. You want it upside down in the right way too, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, of course you do. You want it like that, so it says Boss?
Yeah.
Alright, 2 on the airbags at the bottom or the top? The line.
It has to be up top.
Yeah. Because
I knew he'd say that.
Because I'm a pain in the ass, guys, and I have OCD. I like things to be perfect and make Lee.
You're a pain in the ass as well. Like you.
Make Lee's job hard.
Yeah, you are a pain in the ass.
But that's why people love me.
This is why we were going to steal Jake's wagon.
Yeah. So our initial plan, we were actually going to make your car not run.
Yeah, we were going to sabotage your
and
vehicle.
we were going to give you a car to drive home.
And then you were going to come back the next morning with Momo stars on it and an airbag.
But fucking COVID.
COVID fucked us over.
But Jake, being the impatient bastard he is, trying to find mags and an airbag here or suspension or anything, and we're trying to say, no, you don't need that, bro, do this first.
What's that?
Kind of messed up our plans. So
you can fold that up, hold it wherever you want.
So Mr. Jakey and his OCD.
Switch and then those 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Right,
So it's just a basic setup.
You got a good shot on that one, mate?
I don't know.
Alright, so Joss, Boss, he wants facing the right way. There's another valued fan. Alright, so we want that one to go.
Well, if that's going in the car like that.
Yeah. So what we'll
Then
do...
that will have to come around about the side.
No, stop. Goes that way. Because the boss you're going outways.
Yeah, but the way Boss had it on the ute in the pictures, their airline was like that, right off to the side.
Yeah, I know, but that's going to be near your wheel.
That's how Cameron's is, isn't it? Or
No.
is yours like
No,
mine?
his is like that.
So mine sits in between,
Directly behind it.
directly behind
Yeah,
it.
that's how
And
it
mine sits like that.
Where I have mine directly behind it.
So we'll have it like Cameron's. Alright, so that's like that.
Whichever way's going to work better. You know, so that the line doesn't catch on anything.
Well, it's not so much the line, it's more you've got to know where the divot is going to go, because the divot is what's going to position your tap.
Okay.
Alright, so if we put it like that, and then it turns it like that, and the divot sits like that, your tap's going to sit there, so we'll have it like that. So when it goes in, when it'll turn, like that. You with me? I'm not even with me. So how can you be? Alright, so what do I do, guys? We're going to test fit again. Because Jake's pain in the ass.
That I am.
But let's just say that everything went according to plan. Alright, so I've only just put the thread in there. Alright. So man, it's a bit fiddly. This is the most time consuming part. Make sure that you push your bag ring up so it actually reaches the fucking bolt. There you go, there's one. So we'll turn this one upside down. Taps like that now. So these, yeah, so these should actually turn. So make sure they're inside. Alright guys. Yeah, it won't work if you do it the other way. Always go from the highest reference point, because that's the bit that's going to be a bit of a bastard to screw in later. So what we want to do is sandwich that together, which we'll get Jakey to do. So go straight across. Alright, that'll do. Now, he's got boss at the top, because he wants everyone to see that he's a boss. Oh fuck man. So there's the divot there. Okay. And when you spin it, taps there. Okay, so if we are able to turn the whole fucking thing around, possibly not. So sit there. So grab us that Allen key there, bro. We'll just hold this here for now. Alright, hold that for us. Cool. So we need that over there. Alright. But we need to find the boss logo.
It's right where the tap is, isn't it?
Which is there. Which is not
But
how it
that would
sits.
put the tap thing where you've got it. Yours, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not how it sits. Yeah, practically. So we have to. This is where you. Okay, so what we do is we have to turn that around. So that there has to be over there. Alright. Should just be able to loosen these off and spin it. There we go. It's a pain in the ass, but it does spin. Also comes out. And make sure not to cross thread the bolts, guys. And yeah, I know what everyone's thinking. Why don't you just undo it? It's a lot easier. Because they're not that smart. Okay, so I've just positioned that over the other side a bit now. Like that. So we still want that to be like that. It's just the boss is not in the right spot. So that has to still come that way. A little bit.
Would it help to sit the bottom one on unscrewed?
That's what I was thinking. exactly what I was thinking there, Jakey. It's not how they tell you to do it in the instructions, but that's what we're going to do. Alright, so put the plate in. Get that practically where you want it. Okay.
How's the spring normally set like that, eh, or something?
Yeah, around about there, like that. Something. Okay. So we need those two. Like that. And then that should swing out a bit.
Swing it towards the front a bit?
Like that.
No, other way. Yeah, like maybe something like that.
Like that, you reckon?
Thereabouts.
Yeah, not worried about that, but we'll do that later. What we're doing is...
Just because I figured with these new wheels that there is a lot of open space, and I noticed...
No, he's just a pain in the ass, guys.
I noticed yesterday
He's just a pain in the ass.
you could see a lot of spring, and I figured, well, you know what? If you can see a lot of spring, you can see a lot of bag, and because I'm a pain in the ass,
Oh yeah.
I figure if you can see the bag, why not see the Boss label through the rims?
Emblem.
Same thing. Same but different.
Same. You know, it's like same but different.
So we got lead just adjusting again.
Right. So I'll put that back in again. They are a little bit of a fiddle around, guys, but like I said, my tap will be around about there. I'm pretty sure mine is. So this top one has to practically just get clocked, because if we put it like that, it's gonna squiff. Right. So I need to clock that
Back towards this way.
anti-clockwise.
Or even clockwise. So that it sits over here where Cameron is.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to
The whole thing this way.
take the bolts out. Yeah. Then we'll put the whole thing in again, get it positioned where he wants it.
Spin it clockwise. Can you turn that thing that way?
Yeah. Oh shit.
I reckon probably clockwise a bit.
Why you reckon? Usually fucking do.
Anything else?
Yeah, they usually a pain in the ass because they don't like to.
He made it look easy, but he did have the plates bolted on a little bit before he moved it.
Yeah, they've actually grabbed the rubber now, so they're actually up on the bead now.
Oh yeah.
So they're a lot harder to turn, but that's alright. So in there. So we need that. No, we need that to sit.
Because otherwise that's going to hit the chassis rail.
Yeah, I know, but we need that to sit there like that. Alright?
Yeah, but the tap's hitting the chassis rail, that's all.
Which means that we have to turn the bag like that. Because these bags go in.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if you sit the tap here, then it's not going to hit anything.
Yeah, but if you put the tap there, then you have to turn the bag. Get what I mean?
I thought that's what you were doing anyway.
But if you turn the bag, it's still going to sit in the same spot.
No, that's why you turn this whole thing, so that sits like that, because that's how Boss have got it in their instructions, to have the tap sitting on the back side of the bag.
Like that. So it'll sit up in like that. No, it's stuck. Find the hole. There. if you push that across like that.
Yeah, that's how Boss have theirs. Oh, in the Boss bag instructions, that's where they have the taps in.
Yeah. And then we'll have to move, and your Boss emblem is not showing now.
Yeah, so I'll just turn the bag a bit. Or we can have it like that.
The divot.
Yeah, I don't.
Divot has to be.
I'm more than happy to get in there and do the fiddly bits. That's part of my learning experience. I don't, yous have gone out and got all these goodies for me. I don't expect you to do all the work, so.
The only way that we're going to get that to do that is if we change that plate position so that's over more, if you know what I mean. So if we can turn this around. You get what I mean?
No.
You don't get what I mean. Alright, so if we sit that like that.
Don't worry about lining up the bolt patterns at the moment because I'll just spin the bits on the bags. If we can get the plates where we want them and the Boss emblem where we want that, I'll spin the fucking plates on the actual bags themselves afterwards.
And the tap's always going to be. See what I mean? The tap's always going to be there. So that's a bit better, like that. So it sits out. With me?
I get what you're saying.
Yep.
I'm just confused because it's on their instructions. Theirs was
So you got to remember that this here it goes like that. So when you lower the car, the bag will actually sit on an angle, guys, on an arch. So what you got to do is you got to line up both diodes or diodes, whatever you want to call them, diodes or fucking dimples or
plates.
diadems. Reference fucking points. Shit. Let me just say that people in the comments are like, it's not that fucking easy. Would have been easy if he did the already done ones. Can't be done more now. Alright. So grab another jack. For us there, Jake. What? Grab another jack and I'll show you what I mean. Cam, come here for a sec. So I'm trying to explain to him that both of them have to line up and his tap will be there.
Yeah, that's where my tap sits.
Alright, and if we do that, then that has to sit on the rail.
Yeah, that's exactly how mine sits.
Yep.
Yep.
So that and that. Alright, cool. Right, so what Jake's doing is getting the jack, and I'm just gonna show you guys what I mean. Because People think that a spring actually just collapses on itself. It doesn't. The whole car will actually come back on it in an arch. Right? So what you got to do is you got to position these as an arch, like that. And when they come down on them, that's when they'll compress. And it's hard to explain to someone this. It's better to show them. Because Cameron tried explaining this to me when I did my VZ, and I was like, no, you're wrong, man. No, I ain't talking about it. Didn't I?
Yeah, and it turns out who was right?
I was.
I was right.
I was, because you had it wrong.
I had it the right way.
Alright. There we go. Alright, so guys. Let's try and get this fucking thing there. I'm not the cameraman, so I don't really know how to use this fucking thing that well. There we go. Bring you guys in. So, that's sitting on the diadem. And everyone see that there? That the dimple will actually go back on itself. Alright, so if we put that back, how do you fucking tilt this thing up and down? There we go. Alright, so we put it like that for me for now. Make sure that, yeah, we got good. Okay, cool. Grab the jack. Just a little one. Just a little jack. Right, so just put this under the shocky or something. Right. So watch, everyone can see that. Alright. So, Cam, are you busy?
Yeah, I'm doing something on the side.
Alright, hold on a sec. Alright, see what it's just. Gotta get my face in it.